Good evening. It's March 7th, 2025, 7:47 p.m. in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. I've got my Renoa Saltanesia t-shirt on, guys. I made it myself. It's just a normal cotton t-shirt, and I've embroidered it. No, I used a permanent marker. Renoa is Artemisia, but is Artemisia Renoa? I don't know about that. Anyways, today we're going to talk about one of my journals here. This is my second journal I've been doing, and the first one I got these both at Pine Rest, the Christian Mental Health Services facility in Grand Rapids, Michigan, the most elaborate mental health facility I've ever seen in my entire life, on TV, anywhere else. It's like it's more elaborate than fucking Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters. It's ridiculous, and they only take on less than 200 um, patience. It's a learning school. It's a learning hospital. Anyways, regardless, in the packet they give you a little journal, and I took it. This is a plain journal with a gray cover, orangish pages inside, and it's all blank. It's completely blank. There's not one bit of text on the entire journal. You can make it your own. And originally, I had a Originally, I had drawn Orin the Glory on the cover here. You can sort of see it. It's this circular. There's the bottom snake head here. There's the top head of the snake here. The second snake, and it says, "Do what you wish." But I also sort of have destroyed it. And then I got down the side here, 5, 6, 5, 1, 4, 2, 3, 7. Dot 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 exclamation point. Question mark dot 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 dot. God in kanji. Um, Watashi wa star. Uh, Anyways, Excelsior. I sort of destroyed it, but also at the top it says Hiromirai Tanikawa. If I was a Japanese man, I think I would name myself Hiromirai Tanikawa. Anyways, on the back here, before I exited, um, before I exited Pine Rest, I went around to some of the people I was closest to, the people I enjoyed the company the most of. I thought might be most receptive to this, and I asked them, "What's your favorite song and what's the artist? And please write your name down." And I don't think anyone wrote their name down besides myself, but I started it in the center here with, Conan Gray, Found Heaven by Conan Gray, Steph H. Others that have written Get Ready by the Sweet Comfort Band, Forbidden Fruit by J. Cole, Takoto Kak, Poutine, Let It Go, Kevin Goads, Backwards, Stairway to Heaven, Let the Ground Rest by Chris Zema, Lost Together by Ocean Ship, that's by Himi Tanakawa. And I was reading Twilight and Claire de Lune by Debussy, which seemed to be Bella Swan and Edward Cullen's typical favorite pick there. And then Brittany, a girl named Brittany, just wrote Toxic. so I've been listening to all these songs. I've heard Stairway to Heaven. I listened to Let the Ground Rest. Secretly, yes, Hiromurai is being short as Himi. It's an alias. Himi Tanakawa is me. And Lost Together by Ocean Ship. Is it? I'm the only one that put my actual name down, or my alias, Himi Tanakawa. Hiromirai Tanikawa. Hiromi. Hiromirai Tanikawa. Anyways, Forbidden Fruit by J. Cole, I never listened to. Get Ready by the Sweet Comfort Band, never listened to. Let It Go, no. But I did listen to Let the Ground Rest by Chris and Zima. It's a pretty good song. Regardless. Um, Found Heaven by Conan Gray. It's a pretty good song. I don't know why. Basically, this video, I don't know if I've sort of got 4 minutes in. I'm sort of getting to the point of it. I just want to share what's in this journal. It's not a secret journal. There's not a lock on it. I'm just going to read some of the stuff I put in it, and didn't stop reading. I didn't stop writing in it when I got out of Pine Rest. On the cover here, I've got my address here, and then also, I don't remember where I picked this up, but there's a Buddhist saying, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. Interesting, right? Then we've got speak kindly, just good advice. Just good advice. I got Risperdal, the medication they put me on. and I was writing down my side effects. Signal relief patch for pain, 97% satisfaction. 1-800-433-8344. Try signalrelief.com. Free patch, free shipping. Seemed like a good seemed like a gimmick, but it seemed too good to be true to some. Talked to the doctor, Dr. Boyce, and she's like, I don't know how that's going to work, Steph. You know, I was like, it's a free money back guarantee. It's not. They don't even have to spend any money at all. Just try out these free patches to get rid of your pain. I never did, but maybe I should. It's got back pain now. And then I was writing down all kinds of things about the Risperdal injection questions, like what's the rate of metabolic absorption, and then there's some side effects on these goddamn pills. At least there was. I was looking into things like Blue Chew and GetFridayPlans.com. I don't know if you know what that means, but then I wrote Thursday, the 23rd of January, Yu-Gi-Oh! Question mark. Then I wrote down these 3 quotes from books that I've enjoyed in the past. Well, 2 books. Your hair is winter fire, January embers. My heart burns there too. As Ben Hanscom wrote that in 1958. And then Edgeler Vest in the book Intensity always says, that's why I never wear gloves. He loves the intensity of the feelings, the pleasure and the pain. That's why he never wears gloves. And then also from Intensity, the titular character, or the main character, I mean, is the protagonist, China Shepherd, would say, China Shepherd, untouched and alive. There's a childhood rhyme and rant, or chant, I mean to say. It's abbreviated from the original version. This is a lot longer, but those are basically a little prayer to God that she made of herself. It's just kind of nice. And, there's that. Then there's found poetry, not a ransom note. There's emotion, and there's reason and logic. And in between these two, we find the wise mind, all encompassing. That's just a little bit of dialectical behavioral therapy. This is what they teach you at Pine Rest. So it's the method of teaching. Then I wrote. Then there's this girl named Leanne. She was a sweetheart, and she asked her, "What would you like me to draw? Name a Pokemon." She said, "Squirtle." So this is what I drew. I drew a Squirtle that spit fire. It's sort of like the Pine Rest variant of Squirtle. He was like a fire version of Squirtle. A turtle that spit fire instead of water. You know, for Leanne. And areas of self-care goals. This is basically my goals. There's 6 areas of self-care that they were teaching us about: physical, emotional, spiritual, cognitive, social, and relational, and safety and security. And I learned about this on I can't date it, but I basically made a check mark that I'm meeting all my goals on February 28th, 2025. The physical goals were that svelte life again, new clothes, new shoes, proper hygiene, walk again. I'm definitely walking again. I walked from the Days Inn down to the Pine Grove Outlet Mall. I went in there and went through the music store and then went into Family Dollar and bought myself a new pair of pants, So I got some new clothes and I haven't gotten the new shoes yet, but I've got the proper hygiene. Today I bought some. I bought myself a toothbrush and toothpaste, which is pretty cool. So basically, my physical goals are being met, and emotional, regulate my feels, but to have found better ways, places of expression, singing, the art of video gaming, regulate my feels, but to have found better ways, places of expression, regulate my feels, what does that even mean, Basically, like, feel, but don't be controlled by my emotions, and don't be seeking to replicate those emotions over and over again. Just take things as they come. And how is I going to do that? By finding better ways and places of expression. You know, Basically, I've been dancing a little bit, and like sometimes I feel like the spirit of Janelle Monae is surging through me. I just like I guess I watched a video for "Makes Me Feel" too many times. I don't play that song right now, actually. Make me feel. Maybe I can conjure a little bit of it right now. Make me feel. That's just the way you make me feel. Yeah, bam, 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 bam. I got make. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way. You catch me up on getting out of here. Make me feel. Why you being afraid of your emotions, man? That's just the way you make me feel. All right, we're gonna. It's just hard to navigate through this. Janelle Monáe, make me feel. Play it. There we go. So spiritual, keep on keeping on, steady as she goes. Explore religion? Question mark. I certainly have been doing that. If you've been paying attention to Jinzo faith, I now consider myself a atheist, agnostic, Christian, not Catholic, Christian, Buddhist, Hinduist. Yes. So I am definitely exploring religion, and steady as she goes. I'm gonna keep on keeping on being spiritual. You know, every day I feel more spiritual. It's like a powerful, a little bit of tender, cognitive, you know. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you so fucking real. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way that's just the way you make me feel. Slowly, don't stop it. You put me right in your jean pocket. So I heard somebody saying, spiritually, I feel somebody saying, like, get it, Big Steve. Get it, whole nasty, you know? That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you make me feel. So fucking real. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way that I feel. It's like a powerful level. Hang on, we get. Got my blood running. Yeah, get the cognitive function going, baby. Okay, cognitive function. Function nominally. Read or continue reading proper. I think as long as I'm not in a depressive funk, I'm well covered in this area. Cognitive. Self-care. Function nominally. Read. Continue reading proper. I think as long as I'm not in a depressive funk, I'm pretty good. Social and relational self-care goals. Establish affirmative. A few friends, IRL, lol. Why? Maybe or soon-ish, maybe. Be nice to establish some friends, you know, in IRL spaces, you know. Basically, I don't want to hear this. Come on, I know you like that. Come on, it's okay. I want to listen back to my playlist. Come on, Cletus. Come on. Okay, let's see here. My playlist. I want to put on Bailey Flowers' playlist. Playlist number 4. All right. All for Us. Labyrinth and Zendaya. All for Us. I've never heard this song before. Let's listen to it. Okay. I mean, I guess in my mind, I'm making friends with all these people on. I guess I can't say friends, but like I'm appreciating people on YouTube. You know, every few days, I sort of find a new personality that I just sort of glom onto. You know, and it's just like if only someone would glom onto my personality and sort of become a fan of mine. You know, maybe make a comment on a YouTube video of mine or something. Be kind of cool to sort of have interaction with someone. You know, I actually there's this girl on YouTube I watch, Roundlet, and I started following her on Twitter, and I commented on a couple of her tweets and liked a couple of her tweets. She commented back. Oh my god! An actual social interaction by Steph Ho Nasty Holman, man. It's crazy. It's nuts. Thank you, Roundlet, for making such great content. You know, the Pokemon videos, and the Mario and the Zelda. You know, your content is great, and I can't get enough of it. But yeah, you know, I keep finding all kinds of people to follow on YouTube, and it's a delight to just cruise YouTube and to just be a small part, a part you're willing to share of your lives. So thank you. And now my self care goals for safety and security: establish a harmonious living arrangement at 1424 or someplace more agreeable. Work with Guardian to better use my SSD. Get used to riding the bus and prioritize thriftiness. Okay, I met with my guardian today for the first time. She's a delightful woman named Sonia, and she's really seems like she's gonna fight and kick ass for me. So I'm definitely looking forward to continuing my relationship with her. And I also met my caseworker through CMH, DJ. He also seems like a very awesome guy. He seems like a social justice warrior, and I don't mean that as a bad thing. He seems like he's gonna get justice for me socially. That's his fucking job. He's a social worker, and if justice is what I need, he's gonna get it for me. But if I just need help mentally, if I need support, he's gonna get it for me in the mental health space of CMH. I tried to establish harmonious living arrangement at 1424, but it just didn't work out. Is it my fault? Is it anyone else's fault? Who fucking cares? I'm not living there anymore. I think I'm abandoning this whole PPO termination line of thought. I went down to the courthouse, did the paperwork, but I don't have $50, $60 to serve Kelly Willoughby the papers and get her in court and try to terminate this thing. You know, um, it is what it is. I've got plans and I've got things are on my mind, and these two people, DJ and Sonia, are gonna help me out big time. So thank you, DJ. Thank you, Sonia. We'll keep in touch. Um, and we're going to find someplace more agreeable. Here I am at the Days Inn again. This is what, day 6, I think, that I'm going to be spending the night here. This is going to be night 6, and it's just been a delight. The staff here is incredible. I met the manager tonight. Her name is Melanie, and she is from Australia. Is that crazy? Like, I was like, is that an English accent? She's like, no, it's actually Australian. So it's a delight to know her. And the other people working here, Kathy, Nicole, Stephanie, and Joe. They're all awesome people, and the people that clean the rooms are awesome people too. So, and you know what? The breakfasts here are fantastic. You have to make your own waffles, but it's so easy to do, and you get a fucking waffle, just like a Conan Gray video, man. And I was like, I never knew that frosted flakes were so delicious. All you have to do is have it in one of those Tupperware bins, in forgetting Sarah Marshall. It keeps the cereal so fresh. It's delicious. I have one of those for breakfast, and I have a couple chocolate chip muffins, and some neutral grain bars, and some chocolate chip or peanut butter chip chewy granola bars, and a banana or an apple or some shit, and a nice cup of coffee. It's a delight to be here. So, and prioritizing thriftiness. I got my deposit back earlier in the afternoon today as I exited this place. Thought I was never going to come back, but that $100, I'm down to $3 today. But I think I did really well. I bought, what did I buy? I bought a cab. I bought a $5 cab ride from the Days Inn to McDonald's, where I met my social worker and my guardian, and I bought about $25 worth of McDonald's. I bought three double cheeseburgers, a large fry. Shamrock's motherfucking shake, they're back. Get them out of their can, man. The last time I was in there, I was like, Shamrock Shakes are back, and I made my order. I didn't notice, you bastards. But then this time I was like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna get a Shamrock Shake this time, and I got one, and it was delicious. And after that, I think I needed to patronize the businesses again, so because I exited the place to go buy a pack of cigarettes and smoke a cigarette. And then when I went back in, I was like, I gotta patronize this place again, so I can stay here guilt free. And I bought a 10-piece chicken nugget, and they were the crispiest, most delicious chicken nuggets. And this time, normally I'm sitting there and I'll eat foods from the grocery store, from restaurants, and I'm like, is this smaller than the last time I had it? This time I ate some of these chicken nuggets, and they actually seemed a little bit bigger. They're heartier chicken nuggets than I've ever had it at a McDonald's before. And the ranch and the honey, it was just delightful, pure honey, man. It was delightful. So that is me establishing harmonious living arrangements at someplace more agreeable. Work with guardian. And another thing is, I'm trying to work with everybody here. And if I haven't said it before, thank you, Andrew Carl Holman, for your support. I don't want to throw you under the bus here, I don't want people to be attacking you for helping your fucking brother. But it seems like that's the kind of thing that might happen if I name drop you, dude. It's fucked up. People that watch this video are saying, Andrew's helping Steven? Let's fucking destroy his reputation too. I bet you were thinking that, you piece of shit. Stop watching my videos. Not for you. Anyway, songs to escape to and from. These are songs I was going to request Lindsay, the activity therapist, play at Pine Rest. These are just some songs that I thought weren't too racy and might elevate people's moods during the activity therapy session where everybody's just working on arts and crafts and just creatively expressing themselves. The first one I wanted them to play was Sing by MCR. The second one would have been Be Sweet by Japanese Breakfast. And then I wanted them to play United States of Pop 08 by DJ Earworm. Other ones were Only Lovers in Ohio by Hawthorne Heights, Something for Your Mind by Superorganism, Lost Together by Ocean Ship, which I heard earlier today, and it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. Thank you, Brad Lyons, for writing such great music. And Please, Please, Please by Sabrina Carpenter, When Day Met the Night by Panic at the Disco, and I don't know if this one really isn't really go with the theme, but This Is War, 30 Seconds to Mars, you know. So that is what I thought would be a good songs to escape to and from. What else we got? Um, we don't need to talk about that. Living with intent, making choices and actions to fill life with meaning. Living life artistically. Don't reject, judge, or cling to things. That's what it means to live with intent. Making choices and actions to fill life with meaning. If you're not living with intent, if you're not living with meaning, then what the fuck are you doing, man? You got to live life artistically. Don't reject, judge, or cling to things. Intentionally living in the present moment as it is without rejecting, judging, or clinging to it. Open mind means full awareness. Focused mind means intentional control, you know. So I wrote here over another page a quote I love and from the drawing of the three. This is Court speaking to Roland, the last gunslinger, but this is before he even was a gunslinger, I think. This is what he has to say. I love this quote. It's sort of a badass way to just say, do what you can, man. Live within your means, but just listen to this. Control what you can control, maggot. Let everything else take a flying fuck at you, and if you must go down with guns blazing. Yes. And down here it says Yoda from Empire Strikes Back. Control, control, you must land control. And then I drew a little bit of Guns N' Roses down there for the old gunslinger fans. I got the old color pencils out from the old Pine Rest. I'd like to go back there sometime, man. It's just. I mean, you can't smoke cigarettes, and you can't really. There's some things you can't control at Pine Rest, but there's so much shit provided for you, especially the ability to artistically express yourself, and the people there are just fantastic. Anyways, caring versus worrying. These are all lessons I learned in therapy sessions, in group sessions at Pine Rest. These are the notes I took, basically, in these classes that I consider Psychology 101, or just How to Treat People Properly 101. This is the shit that happens in a mental facility. It's not about time to take your pills, Mr. Holman. Don't attack me, please. And if you attack me, I'm gonna put you in a straitjacket. It's like, come on down. You want to go down to? You want to have group today? We're gonna. It's time for group. Do you want to go? Well, today we're gonna be having a lesson, but it's you can do whatever you want after we do the first group exercise, and after that we can play Wii. We got Mario Kart and Mario Party and New Super Mario Brothers Wii, or we can do scratch boards or we can do watercolor painting. It's like whatever the fuck you want for an hour and a half at 6 o'clock. That's the thing I always look forward to. Lindsay, Jacob, Nina. These are the activity therapists there. And Nee too. She was like in training. These people were awesome, and I would love to go back there and meet them again. It's like it'd be way better than the fucking Blue Water Area Rescue Mission, and and in some ways it'd be better than this Days Inn. Yes, I have a lot of freedom here. I can sit here and drink Lee now Cellars winter white wine if I want to, but I'm broke. For the next 3 days, I think I'm gonna have a continental breakfast and one of these mad lads, and that's all I can afford right now. But I have cigarettes and I have plenty of tobacco. This was $7.99. You know, so I'm good on cigarettes for the next 3 days at least. So anyway, caring versus worrying. What others think of me? Worrying, I think, equals assuming the negative. Well, caring what others think of me assumes nothing, but you gotta hope that it's positive, And these are things I was sort of affirming with myself. I will speak with intent by attempting to think about what I'm going to say before I say it. Works well typically. Listen with intent by trying to make eye contact as often as seems mutually comfortable. Now, look with intent by trying to convey appreciation with my eyes. Feel with intent by recognizing my own emotionality. Yes. Live with intent by trying to appreciate every moment possible and live there. Trying to appreciate every moment possible and live there. Be here now. I was written on the side of my PlayStation 5 that I sold the other day for 126 bucks. And you know what? Thank God I sort of invested digitally because if I had physical media, I'd be selling all that shit and I'd never be able to play those games again. The second I buy a used PlayStation 5, I can play any fucking game I ever played again without spending a fucking dime. And if and luckily I Final Fantasy 14, my online game, on my laptop. So I'm not really missing out a lot from selling that thing, except like the high quality graphics, and the ultra sleek controller. So it does suck to use those luxuries. I finally hooked it up to I finally hooked it up to a HD television for the first time, basically. Here at Days Inn, there's this huge television in my room. I got Netflix, YouTube, Hulu, you name it, Spotify, and I hooked up my PlayStation 5 and played Final Fantasy 14 on there for like 10, 20 minutes. I was like, this game looks like a brand new fucking game. It's HD. Oh my god. It's in the widescreen. It's like I'm playing a fucking movie. Phoebe Saturn, you look amazing in this game. But you know what? What else do I got here, right? My intent is to entertain, understand, explain, and express myself. Oh yeah, this is. I was reading Twilight when I was in there in the activity therapy room. There's a library basically, and of all the books there, Twilight caught my eye, and I was reading it, and I ended on chapter 6, Scary Stories, page 119, and the line I was on was a few minutes after Angela dot dot dot. That's where I left off, and I haven't been able to find a copy. I wanted to get it from the library, but they denied me a fucking library card because I don't have an address. Can you believe that? In this day and age of 2025. I can't get a library card, even if I have a driver's license, because I don't have a fucking address. It's like I was in this play, Welcome to the Moon in SC4, and I played this character called the Poet in a play, and like his thing was like he was married, and every day he would go. He was a poet, and he was just like a starving artist, and every day he would go to the library, and every day they would be open less and less until the last day he just got back from the as the play starts. He just got back from the library, and he's like, they're only open like an hour today. I can't believe this shit. It's fucked up. And then like minutes later, a wolf comes to his door and says, "Give me your library card." He takes it. He cuts it up. It's like I'm like living this fucking shit that I was on stage performing at SC4 15 years ago. It's fucked up. What else we got? Sometimes you don't see, or sometimes what you don't see, or oftentimes, is just as important as what you do see. You know. What else? Okay, real quickly, I want to read this poem called Phoebe 2. No Phoebe 2. And this will be the end of it. Okay, this is when I thought this is the first time Phoebe was in trouble. You know, no Phoebe 2. Courage and pride and prejudice. Composure, conjecture, judgment. Resolve and doubt. Efforts to double them. Fake, false, hell no. Damn straight. Soar the sky, Phoebe, my phoenix. If we have fallen, let's rise again. Damn straight. Soar the sky, Phoebe, my phoenix. If we have fallen from grace into perdition, high. From perdition back to grace. Or high da. Should I just chill? Chill, chill. This, in my eyes, is no break. Pivot. Sorry, Rachel. No Phoebe 2. Return of Saturn or Burst. That's a little poem I wrote called No Phoebe 2. I wrote that on January 31st. And this is what I'll leave you with. Self-determinism is important in this fucking world. It's basically like free will and determinism combined. And it's like living your life with intent and controlling your life. That's how I want to live, with self-determinism. That's how the Straw Hat Pirates do it. That's how the best guy ever does it. And that's how I'm going to live my life from now on. Just doing what I can to control what I can control. And let everything else take a flying fuck at me. And if I must go down, you better fucking believe I'm going to go down with guns blazing.